What's up, everybody? It's Adam Richmond, and you are listening to 3 Point Conversion, because you clearly have excellent taste.
Thanks everybody again for joining us. We're gonna get started with Jewel Lloyd and Katie Lou Samuelson, and Sue Bird will be joining us here shortly. Let's go ahead and open it up first to just some quick questions here in people in attendance. Percy.
I know. I was like, I know. I was like, I can't see. Sorry.
Hey guys, for either Jewel or Lou, just if you could take us through that first quarter, just that first minute. Guys were down 3-zip, and then you hit them with that 20-6 run. Just what happened there? It just seemed like it was a lot of turnovers, a lot of fast breaks, and a lot of three-pointers.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I think we just really got going defensively, and when we get going with our defense, it leads into easy buckets for us. That's what we like to play.
Was the game plan to be intentional in zoning in on Tina Charles in the middle there? Last time she was here, she scored 34. Tonight she had 4.
Yeah, I think, definitely was to try to crowd her as much as possible. Sadie did a great job of forcing her away from her spots. And then, we had a lot of different matchups and trying to go from our help and things like that. But I think our first key was to try to crowd the three-point line too. Because last time they were here, they just, they didn't miss. So I think communication was a big part of tonight's win.
And then just how important is it to get a win like this, probably one of the best wins of the season, with 2 or 3 games left before the playoffs?
It's important. I think we all know that we want to be playing our best basketball as this season ends, and so having a great game like this is good for all of us to just have a feel-good game every once in a while, and then we'll get back to it and move on to the next one and see what our matchups are. It did.
Okay, I was curious when.
This was more fun.
Yeah. I mean, what's that like to be out there, the two of you on a WNBA court together? And when was the last time before that you played together?
So we actually played overseas together this past season, but it's different being in this setting. I don't think we would have ever thought that we would end up on the same WNBA team, and so it's been really cool to just have this whole experience and kind of how it just all came together. It's been a lot of fun. I did not see, actually.
We'll know more in the next couple days.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Now let's go to Jeff Brown. Jeff, go ahead with your question.
Hey, Joel. So in the third quarter, you guys outscored them by 12, and you had 12 points in that quarter. What was kind of the mindset coming out of halftime?
I really just wanted to settle in. I think I rushed a couple shots early on. We've been having a lot of great looks as a team and moving the ball really well and just staying active. I think that's kind of our key right now, is staying active on both ends of the floor and letting the ball find the right person, and we were able to execute a lot of things today.
And then do you take more pride in leading the team in scoring with the 20 points tonight, or holding Natasha Cloud to 6 points?
My defense.
There you go. And then Katie Lou, Sue was fantastic early in this game. She had 14 points in the first half. When she's kind of being aggressive, looking for her own shot, how much does that open up, the court and everything for you guys offensively?
It opens up a lot. Yeah, when Sue is attacking, playing the way she has been, it's easy for us to read off of her when she is aggressive like that, but it's also the flow of the game. And so, Sue does what she does and puts us and herself in the best possible situation. And today that was coming out being aggressive right from the start.
And then last one for me, for either of you guys, the improved 3-point shooting and shooting in general tonight. You guys shot almost 60%. Would you credit that to just the extra rest you've gotten and extra practice time, or was there anything like specific drills in practice that really helped with that?
Well, we do a lot of shooting games, and I think making it fun for us has helped us. And I mean, we all like to shoot, so we put a lot of emphasis on that in practice, and I think that's kind of helped us. And we just try to be like Sue.
Right on cue. Let's go to M, and then we'll open it back up for questions for Sue.
Hey, I'll give it a second. Want to start off with a question for Jewel. I just was wondering what the sort of difference in feel between this game and prior games was when she was maybe a little colder. Was it just more rest? Was it just shots going in more today?
I think just staying confident. I trust the preparation for every game and staying out of the same routine. And like I said, I think being active on both ends of the floor has kind of helped me kind of my groove, but also having great teammates constantly telling me to shoot and be in my ear and making sure that I'm still engaged on both sides. So credit to them.
Great. And then I just wanted to ask Samuelson. Three-point shooting has been really good as of lately. The volume ticking up. I was just wondering, have you become more comfortable in the lineups in terms that has helped the shooting? Is it just getting the ball seeing through the hoop helping? I can't hear.
Repeat the beginning part of the question.
Sure. No. I was saying after another 2 for 5 tonight, both your volume and your accuracy from three has been improving a lot lately. I know Jewel just talked about the team getting better from three. I was just wondering what for you has helped in terms of that comfort.
Just when you play and when you are a shooter, you just keep shooting no matter what. There's going to be ups and downs always, and so you just gotta keep shooting.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll go ahead and go back around real quick if you have a question for Sue specifically.
For Sue. Hey, Sue, just early in the game, during the 20-6 run, I believe you scored 9 points there. You had 14 points in the first half. Were you intentionally trying to be aggressive? It just looked like you had one of those no-nonsense approach out there.
Truthfully, it wasn't intentional in that I didn't go out there thinking, oh, let me try to, shoot as much as I can. I think, if I were to describe the last 2 or 3 weeks, I think this team has just been kind of going through it, kind of, in the mud a little bit, had some tough losses. And I think we've all been waiting for the day where we could finally get over the hump. And, I don't know what to attribute it to. Maybe it is the time at home, being able to rest, being able to kind of recover from the last couple of weeks. For myself, having the Olympics and then coming right back into the season. Sometimes I think I even forget that I'm 40 years old. So I think, whatever it was, I think we were all kind of waiting to get over the hump here. And today just felt like the energy was a little different. And sometimes you have to go through that as a team, individually, collectively. You got to go through a little adversity to come out on the other side and exhale. And today felt like a big exhale. But as far as the shots dropping, they just did. I wasn't doing anything special. I don't think anybody was today. We had a different energy about us. And usually in basketball, good things happen when you have that kind of energy.
And it seems obvious, but how different is this team when you're getting steals, when you're playing that sort of frantic defense that you guys like to play, and hitting threes on top of that?
Yeah, I actually referenced our identity post-game in the interview with Dick and Elise, and I think that is our identity, trying to create opportunities for us in transition, which starts on our defense. And then, if we can find each other from the, outside the three-point line, that plays right into our hands. That's what we want to do. But I think we're the type of team that when we get going in transition, it really it relaxes us, it opens things up, and we like to run and hopefully play with a certain pace that eventually wears teams down.
Did you see anything when Stewie went down and left the game?
I can't hear you.
Did you see anything when Stewie went out of the game?
No, I actually didn't see what happened. I just turned and she kind of had a look on her face, like a uh-oh look. So obviously we're all hoping that she's okay.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Kevin. We'll go back to Jeff Brown real quick. Jeff,
really
go
hard
ahead.
to hear.
There we go. Unmuted. Sue, did Stewie talk to you at all while she was on the bench there after the potential injury?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Let's see. As far this was probably your best. Well, I would say this is definitely your best game since not just you personally, but as a team since the Commissioner's Cup. How important is it to kind of get back on that right track, especially as we're your guys are so close to the playoffs now?
Yeah, I mean, I think I said that, in media availability a couple weeks. Hi. See you later. I think I said that a couple weeks ago in media availability that, as crazy as it might sound, I was less concerned with the losses, with the wins and the losses, with trying to finish first or second. I was less concerned with that and more concerned with us just getting back to who we are, getting back to playing a good brand of basketball. Because that's all that matters. All that matters is playing well. I mean, look at teams right now, like the Phoenix Mercury is a great example. Nothing matters prior to what's happening right now. And they're playing clearly a good brand of basketball that's gotten them on their win streak. So we just needed to get back to that. And so that's how today felt. It felt like a step in that direction.
And then with Stewie having in the limited minutes, I thought both Mercedes and Ezzy really stepped up in this game. Ezzy had the 15 points, Mercedes 11. Just talk about the job they did, not just offensively, but also defensively against Tina Charles.
Yeah, they did a great job. Tina's a handful. I know she's been in and out of the lineup a little bit with some injuries, but regardless, she's a tough matchup. They both played well offensively, but I really think Mercedes early on with her aggressiveness set a tone. A lot of times the way teams guard us, they really they pay a lot of attention to Stewie. So when we run pick and rolls and Stewie's rolling, a lot of times people turn their heads or even leave Sadie's. And I thought today Sadie's did a great job of finding her spots, getting the ball, and attacking the rim. I think anybody who watched this game could easily pinpoint that, especially in the first half. Just Sadie's taking it right to the basket, and that really changed things. It really opens things up for everybody.
Definitely. Thank you, Sue.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Jeff. And M. Adler, why don't you go ahead, M?
Hey, just wanted to ask a quick question. Sometime early in the game, you hit like one of your first threes was a quick relocation from like the key to the corner. I was wondering. I know you get a lot of your like 3-point shots off like boomerang actions or off split offs. Just wondering how you decide how to attack for quick relocations versus those different sort of approaches.
Yeah. I mean, I don't use that terminology, but yeah, I mean, listen, I'm playing with some of the best players in the game right now. You have players like Stewie, players like Jewel, even, with Lou, Sadie's, I can go down the list. They're going to draw attention. And for me, given that I am a capable 3-point shooter, you have to be able to move without the ball and get into those open spots because they're going to draw defenses. They're going to draw help. They're going to draw a lot of attention. And so for me, it's always about relocating. I think it's something that I've really dedicated a lot of my off-season work to, just constantly be on the move, constantly get a feel for that. And that's how I get a lot of my open threes. I mean, it's actually, to be honest, it's not about making them. Okay. It's less about me making or taking threes. The amount isn't really the point. I can tell how our offense is flowing if I get those opportunities. Because if I am getting those opportunities, it means things are happening within our offense. So like I said, I just stay moving constantly off the ball to try to get myself open. In the event they do double team Stewie, in the event, it was Lou who drove the lane, drew the defense and was able to kick. So you just have to keep yourself available. Jenny Busek, when she was here, she would always say, "You're open but not available." And I think that just has been pounded into my head. Because a lot of times you might be open, but are you available? And that availability part, that's the part where you got to move.
Fantastic. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, thanks, Sue. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for joining us.